Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and the last video that I put up on the channel was on the 17th of May this year. So it's been around 5 months since the last main channel video. And what's the reason for that? What's next for the channel? And just in general, what's been going on? Well, let's talk about it. Now, this isn't going to be a closing down the channel or stopping YouTube or anything like that, it's just a video about the shift in perspective moving forward. So what was the main reason for the break? Well, I kind of fell out of love with technology. So for the longest time on the channel, I've been doing a ton of reviews, whether it's phone accessories, phones themselves, headphones, laptops, tablets, whatever it might be, and just in general, the overall prospect of a brand new device just didn't really do it for me. In fact, the last video here on the channel was about the iPhone 16 Pro, which I no longer have, and I've got the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I don't have the new 17 lineup of devices, and again, that's because I just don't really see the point. And that's not to say that they're still not great devices. If you want a very quick review of the 17 lineup, then this is it. For around 90% of people, I think the iPhone 17 base level is probably going to be the best option in terms of the overall price to performance, great cameras, great hardware, and of course the now 120Hz ProMotion display is a massive upgrade from what we had with the 16. Now the 17 Pro of course is their flagship device for this year, and it's a great phone. You've got triple cameras around the back, you've got a brand new design which I think you're either going to love or hate, and of course you've got all these same ProMotion and all the amazing internals that you've got from previous Pro devices. There's been some massive improvements to the selfie camera, the overall build is completely different, and we've got a brand new vapor chamber, which, okay, yeah, kind of cool, but maybe not everyone's going to take full advantage of. And the only option to get the iPhone 17 Pro is definitely going to be silver. The dark blue option just doesn't look amazing, picks up a ton of dirt and fingerprints, and the orange just isn't necessarily for everyone. And then of course we have the iPhone Air, which I think is probably one of the better devices that Apple's come out with in more recent times, and yes, it may be a massive test for what they're going to be doing with the iPhone Fold, or the iPhone, or whatever it is they're going to be calling it, but you can't help it, it's a great looking device. It's super thin, the colorways are awesome, I think the white colorway and also the black on black are the best. I wouldn't necessarily bother with the blue because it doesn't really look all that blue. Now the overall design is super thin, you've got a really good camera setup. Yes, okay, you don't have more than one camera, it's a little bit pricey at that $1,000 price tag, but in general I think if you're looking for something different from iPhone or from Apple in general, then the iPhone Air is a great way to go. And that very short segment there kind of proves my point with regards to technology and the future of the channel. I could make a 10-minute video on the iPhone 17, the 17 Pro and the iPhone Air, but there's not really much need to. If all you want to know is if the phones are good, well yeah, of course they are. They're the brand new devices from Apple. They're going to cost you £1,000+, and in general you're going to have a great experience no matter which one you pick up. So again, making those videos and kind of going over the ins and outs of everything with the internals, the build and exactly how the phone works just isn't really what it used to be. And you can also watch my video on the 16 Pro from last year and get a very good idea of what you're getting this year. We just don't see those massive improvements that we're used to. Like for example, do you remember the iPhone 4 to the iPhone 5 and then to the iPhone 6 was a massive jump, and then of course the iPhone 10 was an even bigger leap. And this year you could take the iPhone 12 and up and it's kind of the same device. Yeah, they're a little bit better, a little bit faster, design is pretty much the same, but you know what you're getting. And that's not to say that I still don't really enjoy the content process. Making the video, reviewing products, and actually doing the actual content side of things is the thing that I like the most about YouTube. Making videos, doing voiceovers, edits, color, all that sort of stuff is great. The actual tech side of it has taken a bit of a backseat over the last couple of years. And to be perfectly honest, I kind of think that has been showing in some of the content that I've been doing over the last, year or so. So for now, unfortunately, tech is going to be taking a little bit of a backseat here on the channel. Now, if you are subscribed for the more tech side of things, then you might be a little bit disappointed. And again, from my side of things, I do apologize for that, but I'm not going to force myself to make content that I'm no longer interested in. Now, don't get me wrong, when I say no longer interested in, I still love using those devices. Whether it's a brand new phone, laptop, whatever it may be, I still enjoy that process. However, the actual process of making content and letting you guys know if it's worth picking up or not is the bit that I'm kind of falling out of love with. So what does that mean for the future of the channel? Because like I said, Copper vs Glass isn't going to be going anywhere, and I still got that itch to actually create some content moving forward. So what's going to be happening to the channel? And you might roll your eyes at this, but the channel is just going to kind of become a bit of a variety channel moving forward. And that's mainly going to be in the media space. So whether it's new music, movies, TV shows, video games, whatever it might be that I'm just interested in is the kind of content that you're going to be starting to see here on the channel moving forward. And to be honest guys, I'm going to be going in pretty heavy with regards to the video game side of things. There is a ton of great games at the moment that I'm really enjoying playing, so I kind of want to make some content around that and let you guys know my overall experiences with these games. Like, is the Battlefield 6 beta any good? Is the multiplayer the best that it's ever been? And we've got some brand new games that are coming out like Ark Raiders that I've played on the the server slam recently that I'm really enjoying, that I also think that you guys would enjoy watching as well. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to start streaming on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. It's more going to be cut commentaries and just a little bit of information about the games. Kind of like reviews, but just enjoy my overall experience with the game to give you guys the overall sort of understanding of whether it's a good game or not, or whether it's worth checking out. And on top of that, from the media side of things, I am massively into TV shows and movies. Yes, a lot of it is going to be sci-fi and Marvel and all that sort of stuff, but for example, the new Doomsday movie is coming out, and I've got a lot to say about it, and I had a lot to say about Endgame, which I would talk about with friends and family, and I've really got into that aspect of things, but maybe I thought maybe I could make some content on that and get your guys' opinion on certain movies and TV shows moving forward as well. So again, if there's anything that you want me to check out, of course, let me know in the comment section down below, and that goes for any sort of media like this. Again, games, music, movies, let me know down below. And then we've got the music side of things. So if a new album comes out, a new music video drops, or just something that I'm interested in the space that I listen to, then maybe I can make a video and let you guys know what I think. And again, for me, I've always got Spotify on in the background, whether I'm driving the car, whether I'm at home, editing, out and about, whatever it may be, I've always got some sort of music playing. Yes, it's maybe towards the more heavy side of things, which some of you guys may not enjoy, but that's sort of my forte. That's what I really love and I have done since I was very young. So for me, kind of a bit of emo, a bit of heavy music, metalcore, whatever it may be, that's the kind of stuff that I'm into. So that's the kind of thing that I'm going to be featuring here on the channel. So if you're a fan of bands like President, Sleep Token, Real Friends, Bad Omens, Devil Wears Prada, Currents, Under Oath, Motionless in White, Atreyu, any of that sort of stuff, that's the kind of music that I'm into. So again, if any new albums come out, singles, music videos drop in the future, then I'll probably be covering it here on the channel. And you may think that based on what I've just said that the channel is going to be a little bit all over the place, and that may kind of be correct for a little bit of time, but I think it's been like that from a tech perspective as well. I've never really focused on just phones, for example. I've done phone accessories, headphones, apps, and some other things in there as well, so I've kind of been a bit all over the place while mainly focusing on the tech side of things. And again, moving forward, the channel is going to be focusing on the media side of things, and it's going to be around 90%, I would say, video games with some TV shows and movies interspersed between there. And that's where you guys can come into it as well. You can always let me know in the comment section of whichever video that I put up what you want me to have a look at, if you've got any recommendations for me moving forward. If there's a new game coming out, or there's a new movie you want me to check out, or a new TV show that you think that I like, then again, you can let me know in the comment section. I can check it out and let you guys exactly know what I'm thinking. And just for reference, I'm an Xbox gamer at heart. Now, I know there's a ton of stuff going on with Game Pass, so you can expect to see some content around Game Pass, and maybe a little bit more news in there as well with regards to what's going on within the gaming world as well. And then again, we've got things like the movie side. Again, like I mentioned, more sci-fi, horror, Marvel, just in general some superhero stuff in there as well. And then for the music, if it's not metal, then I'm not really too interested. So yeah, you can kind of see this as a Copper vs Glass 2.0, or a little bit of a relaunch of the channel, and just in general, things are going to be changing moving forward. Now, apologies again if you are subscribed mainly for the tech side of things, but again, there's a ton of tech out there, and if you're mainly subscribed for my opinion on tech, then again, maybe you're going to enjoy my opinion on some of these other things as well. But for now, that's kind of it. I'm going to be starting up some stuff really soon, probably in the next week or so with regards to some of this other content that I'm talking about. So it'd be great to get some feedback from you guys with regards to exactly what you think and how you think the channel is going, or if you're a fan, or even if you're not a fan, what could be done different. But one thing that's not going to change, as always, I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, and I will catch you guys in the next video.